Welcome to the Senior Moments podcast brought to you by SCAN, the Senior Citizens Activities Network, and our friends at New Jersey Natural Gas and the Save Green Project. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Cevolino, Executive Director of SCAN, joined each and every week by my sidekick. Sidekick okay?
I'm good.
You're still allowed to say that in 2023, right?
I'm okay for a sidekick.
Our Communications Director of SCAN, Andrea Tarr. How are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Or Friday, as my kids say.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot going on. We're ready for the weekend, right? Goodness.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
That's for sure.
Need a nap.
It's a good thing because one thing about SCAN is it's never dull.
No.
Every minute there's something going on. And honestly, I'd rather be busy than just
Okay, good.
hang out and wait for something to happen.
You said that on my first days, and you've been busy since then. So, and before that, as a matter of fact.
This is a busy place. This is in a good way. SCAN has a lot of action.
I'm very excited about our Lunch and Learn coming up on May 12th. If it's like the ones we've had to kick off the year so far, it's going to be May 18th, pardon me?
May 12th is our
Expo.
Senior
An
Expo.
expo,
See, we have so
right?
many events that
I don't
hard-
even know what they are.
You know, because the other night somebody said to me, I'm so excited for your big event. And I absolutely went blank. And I'm like, which big event? Because there's so many, every event's a big event. But
And they're always fun.
May
With
12th
SCAN.
is our Senior Expo and Fashion
That's
Show.
what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, that's always wild.
And that's here in the Monmouth Mall.
In the
That is
mall.
here. We expect hundreds of attendees. We've got
Hundreds.
close to 50
Thousands.
vendors now.
That's great. Prizes, giveaways.
At least
right?
tens. Yes.
So that's at Town Square, directly in front of Macy's. And what's really great this year is that we're all going to be on one level. I love that.
Right.
It's going to be
And
it's
the
gonna be
highlight
great.
is the fashion show.
Yes.
You don't want to miss that. What is
No.
it, 1:30 or something?
About 1:30 is the fashion show.
Yeah.
That is, and Lou Russo, he's a great MC, and Tom Hayes will be there.
Splendid in some outfit.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
oh yes. It's you know what? It's pure joy, pure fun.
It is. It really is.
Can't wait.
Well, we may as well get right to it because we have a really fantastic guest
Yes,
today.
lots
I've been
to
trying to
talk
get this guest in here for a while now, but, you know, she's so incredibly busy.
Busier than us.
That's
apparently.
busier than us. So our guest today is the owner of Hometown News, LLC, and owner and publisher of Tap Into for Holmdel, Middletown, Colts Neck, Hazlitt, Keyport. And if you're not familiar with Tap Into, folks, our guest today publishes free daily community news for Monmouth County and provides unique marketing, PR, and community relations opportunities for advertisers. And before that, she had some huge, giant PR media relations job in New York, which we're going to talk to her all about that. Please welcome into the Senior Moments podcast our guest and friend of SCAN, Jeanne Wall. Good morning, Jeanne. How are you?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Andrea, for having me
You're
here
so
today.
welcome.
It's great to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
You know,
too.
you've been such a friend to SCAN. I'd like to
have,
say that
Jeanne.
for a
You
long
have,
time
yeah.
since I've been here.
Oh,
and
thank
so, you know, we're excited to finally have you on the show.
I love telling the SCAN story.
Well, yeah. I think how did you come to find out about SCAN? Because that's a good story right there.
You know, years ago, well, I would say maybe in 2018, maybe, my good friend Linda Sirico,
who was already a friend of SCAN.
Yes, she's the director of business development for Comfort Keepers.
One of
Yep.
our sponsors.
Correct. And also at the same time, a friend of mine, Mary Beth Kwapnowski, had mentioned that they were both working with this great group called SCAN. And I had never heard of it before. So I wanted to learn more about it. And let me tell you, wow. I was impressed from day one, and that's the programming is so dynamic. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the largest nonprofit group in Monmouth and Ocean counties providing programming, dynamic programming for seniors.
Yes, thank you. There's our
Yes.
30-second commercial right there, folks.
And we're talking active
Yeah,
seniors.
active senior-
Active
active
seniors,
senior, yeah.
educational programming. One thing that we've learned especially with the pandemic, we've learned that connectivity is key to good health.
It is.
Social interaction is key to good health. SCAN and provides unlimited programs for connectivity, for socializing, for creative arts, right?
I'm thinking Mike and I can leave. You can
Yeah.
stay here and just,
Yeah.
just do this on your own.
The
Yeah,
Jeanne
but no,
Wall
this is
Show,
great.
brought to you
Really,
by...
I could
Thank
go on
you.
and on about SCAN.
Please do.
And like I said, the connectivity and the socialization, we saw what happened to our seniors during the pandemic.
Yes.
People with mild symptoms of dementia, it accelerated the dementia.
Right.
we don't have to go into that whole nightmare that
Well,
happened during the pandemic.
We're all
but
about social, the opposite of social isolation. We're about social engagement.
exactly.
And that's why we named this show Senior Moments, to sort of take what was previously a derisive term and kind of stand it on its head. Because a senior moment for our members is having the courage to show up after the pandemic, or after the loss of a spouse, or after being sick with COVID or something. And, taking a step down here to meet new people and break out of your comfort zone as we age is not easy.
No.
So,
that's true.
we give our members credit, and they inspire us because of all the courage that they have.
So we're saying your senior moments are your best moments.
Yes.
Yeah, and why not, right? Mm-hmm. So, no, that's great.
It's never too late. Never too late.
Yes, and what is a senior today? It used to think of senior citizens as what, 65?
Right.
What is a senior today?
50, I think.
50,
is,
right?
Yeah.
So that's why you invited me today.
Wait,
I've been a senior for a while now.
AARP, is that 50? I can't even remember. 50 or 55?
They start sending you collateral when you're 15, so
They do.
I'm not sure where they've moved the line
But
to.
seniors are getting, it's younger and younger and younger. But in general, I feel like seniors are have adopted a younger mentality. When
We're living longer,
we're
too.
living longer, we're doing more things, we're jumping out of airplanes, we're expanding our horizons.
Recreating ourselves,
yes,
right?
and it's not too late to have, your next act.
That's
Right.
right, exactly.
Well
There's a
said.
program like
It's
We're
that.
beautiful.
having ours right now.
Yes, we are.
I think Brookdale had a program like that called Second Act or Next
Well-
Act. Yeah. But, last night I was doing a little bit of research, and I was shocked to find out that 37% of New Jersey residents are 50 plus.
It's now the
So-
largest demographic
Wow, that is a lot.
in the state, ahead of even whatever it is, the youngest gen.
Right. So businesses, every business,
to ask a young
every
person what it's called.
nonprofit
Yeah.
organization, right, should be aligning themselves with a senior organization like this, because that's 37% of the market share.
That's
right?
a lot. That is a lot. And, we were saying before, we have political power, we have money, we have financial power, we vote, we buy things.
Oh, the seniors. Yes.
Yes, we
Huge
as a
voting
group, we
block.
we have a lot of financial resources, more than the younger people. So, yeah.
We may walk into a room and forget why we're going there.
But we have the money.
Correct. To figure it out
We have
afterwards.
a high limit on our credit card. Yeah.
So, talking about second act and pivoting,
Oh,
Yes.
you have done that very thing. So, tell folks
Big pivot.
a big pivot, but you've brought all those amazing skill sets from your first act into your second act. So maybe just talk a little bit about Tap Into and what that initial transition was like for you, leaving the city and, okay, here I am now. I'm in Holmdel, and just talk about that journey and opening up your
Holmdel.
business.
Sure,
Yeah.
thank you, Michael. So yes, I'm the second act, and I am enjoying it. I get to meet a lot of great people, like both of you, and I had a great career in New York City, working
Like a
in-
big shot.
working in public relations, working with C-level executives, media training, and I had fantastic clients like the United Nations and Pfizer.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Just a- just
I
a
took
little
my-
something.
I took my now husband on a date, one of our first dates, to a party where he met Paul McCartney.
Oh.
Yes, and many other famous
So
people.
he was hooked right away. It's
He
like,
was like,
hey.
oh, he's like, you didn't tell me I'm going to meet Paul McCartney. But so I had a very exciting career. Definitely wonderful. But I also was traveling all over the country, and my daughter was young at the time, and I was really losing a lot of time with her. So fast forward a little bit, and I'm married to Terrence, and we're living in Holmdel, and we decided to have more children, and I took some time off. So when you're not working, first I loved being anonymous. And going to
did.
Costco in my pajamas and not knowing anyone. That was great. But
From
that did,
this really high profile, super busy,
Correct.
24/7 job.
in Manhattan, right. So I loved being anonymous in the area, but that didn't last very long. As soon as people find out that you're not working, you're invited to volunteer, which I really
yes.
enjoyed. Working with the nonprofits. I did a lot of work with Big Brothers Big Sisters, Friends of Holmdel Open Space. like land preservation, and that was really enjoyable. Then when we started to have more children, I kind of disappeared for a while. We had 3 more children, and when our youngest was going into kindergarten, I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to do something again. I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but I don't want to get on a train and go into New York or get on a
plane.
boat.
Ready for a
plane.
big, yeah,
I can't
yeah.
leave my kids, right? You can't
Yeah.
get that time back.
I can
No.
get
I felt
that,
like
yeah.
I lost time with my older daughter that I could never get back. So I decided to start a local business, Hometown News LLC, and then I franchised Tap Into. Tap Into is in over 100 towns with over 20 million readers.
This is your brainchild?
No.
Okay.
No, this is a franchise.
Okay.
So it's, Michael Shapiro is the CEO of Tap Into. So it's in over 100 towns in New Jersey, or maybe near almost 100 towns. New Jersey, New York, Florida, and Pennsylvania, and I think it has like 22 million readers. So I was the first to franchise in Monmouth County, and I franchised Holmdel, Colts Neck.
Cool.
And I loved covering, I immediately enjoyed covering community news and business, but I really have a spot for the nonprofits and the charitable world.
Which
so that
really shines through
thank you.
in everything
Michael.
that you do.
Thank you. So that's my passion.
So you kind of became a reporter.
I did. I used to have writers working for me
Right.
in my previous life, writing
Yeah.
the press releases for my clients and things like that. So I feel like amateur because I had these award-winning writers working for me. Like I feel like I'm.
No, you have to do it.
But yeah, I try. They taught me some things when I was writing. But so I love the nonprofit part of that. Tap Into is supported by advertisers. And when you become an advertiser with Tap Into, you are a supporter, a community supporter of local news. And I have wonderful advertisers like Hackensack Meridian, which is also a great supporter
Huge
of
supporter
Scan.
Yes,
of
they are.
Stan. We
Right?
love them.
Big supporter of
And
ours.
they do so much for the community. Brookdale Community College is another one of my advertisers that, I love their middle name, community. They really live up to community, right?
Yes.
So I love working with all of these different organizations that really care about the community. I love bringing local news that of relevant, that's important to, the community, and maybe try to make a difference and, try to shine a light on the people who deserve to have that.
Well,
more.
I think the way you do, definitely from our perspective, from a nonprofit's perspective, the way Tap Into helps nonprofits is that all of us have, just by nature, small budgets for big ideas to get the word out, and you help us magnify our mission with your media. So that it's immeasurable to us what that is
That's
able to
true.
do, not just
That's
for us,
true,
but
yeah.
for so many other
Nonprofits have
nonprofits.
very small budgets.
I know
and,
you do. And I really try to tell your story as much as I can because it's a great story. And I feel that every family that has, a senior that they love needs to know about it. And when you think of the face of a senior, right? The 3 of us sitting here,
Yeah.
so everybody's going to be a senior.
Well,
Right? Everybody,
if they're
if they're
lucky,
lucky
if
enough.
they have the privilege of growing old, they will be a senior. Yes.
You're exactly right. So we need to embrace that and celebrate that. And that's what you do here.
We do every day.
Yeah. And I have seen some of the coolest things happen with Scan. Like what did you do at Bellworks that time when you had the dance? The breakout dance, and everyone just started dancing, and the music started pumping. What
I
is
can't
that
even
called?
remember.
I forget, but that look at how far senior activity has come,
Yeah.
right?
There's nothing our members don't do now. I mean, we have art classes and language classes. We had a relationship with a fencing company, not building fences, but actually Atlantic fencing.
Yeah.
They went to Long Branch Distillery last semester.
So I feel like you shouldn't limit yourself because, I'm this age now, so I shouldn't do that. Well, you should. You should do everything.
Right.
You should do everything you possibly can and then some.
Right. There's no limits here, right?
No.
So
That's right.
we talked about Act One a little bit. What skills do you think helped you the most transitioning to this Act Two? Business owner, entrepreneur, writer.
I think Act One, I was taking C-level executives to media interviews. I was calling the media, to gain interest, to do stories about different products or services or high
People.
high C-level executives. So I understood the other side of it. So then when I'm the media contact, I think that I brought that experience to the table,
Yeah,
which
makes
gave
sense.
me, knowledge of both sides. So I think that was beneficial. And I think that the best...
And being a people person, you had to be a people person to do that job.
It's true, yes.
And you still
Communicate, yes, communications.
Well, great
and
communicator.
Public
Yeah,
relations.
all
yeah.
that jazz.
So, and that's what I love most about the Tap Into platform. It provides, news, it provides value for the community, but it's an amazing platform for marketing, PR, community relations, branding. And you're getting in front of the eyeballs of the local families that you want to get in front of. And at the same time, it's like this ecosystem of all these great nonprofits, all these great businesses, right? Business networking is very important.
Yeah.
We see each other at the same chamber meetings and everything like that. But I just think it's a great ecosystem, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Senior Moments podcast, brought to you by our friends at New Jersey Natural Gas. We're talking today with Jeanne Wall, the CEO and founder of Tap Into Holmdel, Colts Neck. So you had mentioned off camera, one of the big benefits to you from this new pivot that it's not new anymore, is your ability to work with all the nonprofits down here in Monmouth and Ocean County. Can you how'd you get involved
part.
in that, and what's some of the things you're a huge friend to SCAN, but besides us, what are some of the other things you're involved in, and how'd you get started in it?
Well, you naturally, when you start business networking, you meet some of the nonprofit groups, right? And I found that working with them and telling the story of their important mission, because every nonprofit has a mission, I feel like that is what brought me the most personal satisfaction. Everybody's different, but that's what brought me the most personal.
Telling the story.
Yeah, helping these nonprofits.
Okay.
Telling their mission, sharing their story. That's what is personally satisfying for me and brings me joy, or makes me feel like I'm providing something valuable for the community. And I guess it gives me a sense of purpose more, right? Of course, you're in a business, and you're in a business to make money, right? Every business. But money doesn't really make you happy. It can make you a lot more comfortable, right? But really, it's not the money that makes you happy.
It's the work you're doing.
It's knowing that I believe, now I'm getting a little off track, but I believe that we're all here. We all have a purpose, and that purpose is to help one another. And that I believe we're all connected to each other in some way.
Well, you're doing your part to further that connection, right?
Yeah, so that brings me the most personal satisfaction, is working with the nonprofits. And, I'm on the board of Monmouth Park Charity Fund, and we have a Kentucky Derby event coming up.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, good. You're coming?
Yes.
You all ready? So that is so much fun. And the reason that I love being on that board is because the mission of Monmouth Park Charity since 1946 is providing grants and funding for many local nonprofits.
Right.
So it's kind of aggregates all of these nonprofits together and brings them together. And that's such an amazing mission, and carried out so well and fun. I think the Kentucky Derby Party is by far one of the funnest events.
It really is. And last year in a monsoon made it even more festive.
Yeah.
Well, you're helping the nonprofits locally in your own community, and I feel like that's helping you. That's helping everyone in the community.
Right.
So that's what I do love about all the local nonprofits. We all live here. We work here.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. I think every business, no matter what the business is, you need to align yourself with at least one nonprofit, And believe me, the personal satisfaction you get back from doing that will far exceed anything that you're putting into it with your resources. That's what I believe.
Yes.
And what I love, too, about Scan, and it seems like that so many of the people that I meet, and we talked about this, Howard from Home Helpers, he's so passionate about senior care.
Yeah.
There's something about a lot of the people that are involved and connected to Scan and supporters.
They care deeply about
like
seniors.
Tom Hayes,
Yes.
right? New
Yeah.
Jersey Natural Gas.
Yeah.
I mean, there's such a care and an excitement and genuine altruistic efforts, I believe, you know? So I think that's what helps fuel the success of SCAN too, are all of these great supporters that you have.
Yes.
Your sponsors.
So,
And we're showing them what seniors are at their best.
right.
We're showing them the senior moments that everybody aspires to. Yeah, that's how I feel.
And creating the space, a safe space for folks to
have those
do
moments,
that.
to have those
Yeah.
moments. Yeah, yeah.
So in Jeanne 2.0,
Yes.
Jeanne 1.0 had no time for anything. You're on planes, trains, automobiles, you're everywhere.
Right.
Busy. Now it's busy, but it's different. You have young children, which
Right. Lacrosse
your,
fields.
Your daughter is incredibly talented. We're one daughter.
Thank
We
you.
saw her at the Beacon of Excellence Awards by the Monmouth Chamber last year. She blew everyone away with her amazing vocals.
Gigi, yeah.
Yeah. So she your oldest?
Gigi, yes, is my oldest. Her name's Georgette. Her website is gigisings.net.
Oh, there you go. gigisings.net, folks.
That's right. And yeah, she's
What's her
amazing.
PayPal? Since give that out.
She graduates soon, music industry major, and she's already out there working. She runs summer camps from the Middletown Arts Center.
Good for her.
Yes, for children, and they're called Sing Along with Miss Gigi. And then I have my husband Terrence, and I have
Clark Kent, look like.
Yes, he is my Superman. We have twin daughters, Charlotte and Maria, that are 13, and they're in the SAT school. They're graduating from 8th grade soon as well. And then our son Teddy, who's a 5th grader
Wonderful.
at Indian Hill in Holmdel. So that working with Tap Into enables me to stay local to my family, which is invaluable to
Yeah,
me.
I would think so.
And if anyone out there is interested in franchising, Tap Into. We have a lot of new people that have franchised now. There's a Tap Into Asbury Park. There's been a Belmar, Lake Como for a while. There's Tap Into Long Branch, just launched recently. We have Tap Into Red Bank. I have Hazlitt, Keyport, Holmdel, Colts Neck, and Middletown. So Tap Into is really growing in Monmouth County. Like I said, there's like 90 of them in New Jersey, but it's really growing in Monmouth County now. It's a great time to franchise. Tap Into if you're interested. Reach out to
How do
me.
people find out more?
Text me 732
All right.
492 2500, and I'm happy to meet with you and discuss franchising opportunities. And listen, this is great for seniors to franchise. So I mean, I'm a senior.
They can stay close to home.
It's close to home.
Yeah.
And Tap Into has a lot of senior owners,
Very nice.
and they do quite well. And they're engaged with their community, and they're out there all the time. And I think that connectivity has really given them a second or a third act that they really are enjoying. So,
So what's next for Jeanne Wall?
oh my goodness, what's next? I have to think about this. What's next? No, this I hope doesn't sound selfish, but I really hope to have more self-care this year, because
Vacation time.
It doesn't
I put
sound
myself
selfish.
on the back burner.
Yeah. Which we do when we're busy and we're working.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
feels like you've done that forever. You put yourself on the back burner for your clients initially, and now, as you know, we do as parents, you know,
Right.
for children, and your business. So
Right. So self-care, and I think self-care will help everything else in my life, even
It probably
move
will.
to a different level, higher
Yeah.
level. So
Yeah.
yes.
so who would play you in the TV movie of the Jeanne Wall story?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. You tell me.
No. We're not. You're the casting director.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's
the
a tough
casting
question.
director
I
of
had
your own
no
movie.
previous advance notice about this
No,
question.
that's the
Well,
idea
that's
of
the
it.
idea.
Who would play me
Yeah.
in the movie? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, people sometimes say that.
Doesn't have to be someone you look like. Could be
okay.
someone you personify too, or someone you admire.
Oh my goodness, that's a tough question. That's a good question.
I know.
Ah! We should add that to that.
That's why we
podcast.
asked.
Yeah. You feel free to steal it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My mind's
First
blanking.
thought.
I don't-
First thought.
Well, first thought, I thought you were talking about looks. And so often
all right,
when my
so-
hair was darker, people used to call me Jackie O all the time.
Jackie O, if
But
she can't
I
do
don't
it,
know if that's
unfortunately,
the-
but
Yeah. Well, we didn't specify the actress had to be, alive.
right. So that's true. The actress does not have to be alive. So because whatever,
Yeah.
because it's just a podcast. Sandra Bullock was mentioned on the last
Twice.
show by
She's been
twice.
mentioned
Yeah,
twice,
we have a
yeah.
tote board in Andrea's office. Meryl Streep's been mentioned a few
interesting.
times.
Yeah. Well, we'd like to ask that question.
So now that we've given you a couple of ideas,
Yeah.
do we have to have you back on the show to
yeah, you have
answer
to
it?
have me back on the show to answer that, I guess.
All right. I
right.
think we
yeah,
can
I'm
do
trying
that.
to think. Jeez, I don't know. An actress. So you know what's happening in my mind? I'm thinking, or the way I think, is that in line with the way the actress thinks, or is that? Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of somebody who might.
Well, who would you want
Oh.
to play you?
Well, it's funny because
Now
not
you're
Sandra Bullock, the other one,
the other one.
the one that was married, Jen. That
Jennifer
was
Garner.
Yes, Jennifer Garner.
Oh,
I would say.
I could see that.
Because she embodies I'm a mother, right? That comes first for me.
She was a superhero
And-
too,
and
you're
yeah,
married to Clark Kent.
There
so.
you go. That's right. And I admire her and her views on life and how she handles herself and overcoming adversity.
All right.
So
Good,
that's who
good
I would
choice.
pick, yeah.
You hear that, Jennifer? If you're not busy.
Yeah, we're
reach
going to
out
cast
Jenny
you in the
Wall.
Jeannie Wall story, starring
Yes.
Jennifer Garner.
Maybe she wants to be a Tap Into franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great,
So-
right?
Call us, Jennifer.
Yeah, we'll have Jennifer, and you can also reach out to Gigi Sings too, Jennifer. and
Yes.
Yeah.
Help the whole Wall family. Well, Jeannie, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
on the
Jeannie.
podcast today. It's
thank
been an
you.
honor to
Thank
have you.
you,
We've wanted to
Andrea.
have you on for a while. Thank you
Thank
for
you, Michael.
everything you do for SCAN. You are a true friend to the organization, and one of the benefits, highlights of my 19 months here has been getting to become friends with you. So
Oh, wow.
I
Oh, my
appreciate that very
goodness.
much.
And thank you for
Wow.
all you do for the community and all the other nonprofits too, besides SCAN.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much. It's been a pleasure here with
important.
both of you, and thank you for everything you do for the community. And SCAN, you just keep elevating the organization. I mean, and I have to say before we finish here, the golf event, which you have coming up July 17th,
July 17th, yes,
Yes.
at Eagle Oaks Country Club.
that event last year was one of the best golf events I've ever been to.
I hope you'll be back
Yeah,
again
thank
this
you.
year.
It was amazing.
Thank you.
So that's July 17th, and you can go to the SCAN website.
Yes, scannj.org.
SCANNJ.org.
Thank you. And I just sent
Yeah.
you the press release, I think,
Oh,
yesterday.
it's already
so-
in the it was in
Sweet.
the morning news this
Awesome.
morning. So if you'd like to sign up for my publications, you go to tapinto.net/enews, ENEWS, and choose one of my publications. Choose free daily news, and you'll start receiving it in your email.
Right on.
Okay.
Thanks to our sponsors, New Jersey Natural Gas, the Save Green Project, and one of our newest sponsors, Keller Williams Real Estate, the legendary Mark Vigiani, who we'll have him in here soon. Thanks, as always, to Ming, Christian, Chris, and everyone at A Shared Universe for helping us make this show possible. We appreciate it very much. Have a great weekend, folks. We'll see you back here next time on the Senior Moments Podcast. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.